When I was doing an 8 ball of cocaine and I was drinking a fifth of vodka, I wasn't out partying with friends living up the high life. No, I was in a fucking rundown motel, fucking hookers, fucking whoever I could. Because all I wanted to do was get high and fuck. That is the worst part about it, and that is literally why people struggle with chemsex, why there is such a creation of so many different chemicals going into an addict's body, and why you're fucking the receptionist, your wife's cousin, all these fucking people that aren't your ex-wife. Why you're doing that is because they aren't wife material, they can't hurt you, and you're looking literally for a using buddy, somebody that's gonna get high with you because addiction is so lonely, and there's a lot of boredom in addiction too. So that's why you actually lean towards sex or gambling a lot of times when it comes to using. For me, when you mix alcohol and cocaine together, that creates cocaethylene. You don't realize what it's doing in your system. Cocaethylene is actually very euphoric. Now, next thing you know, the effects of cocaine isn't wearing off in about 15 minutes. It's lasting an hour plus, and it becomes very euphoric, and it becomes very sensory driven also, to the sense of touch, to the sense of just feeling good. And the part about this that's really dangerous is, one, it can lead to cocaine overdose a lot quicker, a lot easier. I have OD'd on cocaine before. If the first sign you're ODing on cocaine is you're gonna start throwing up and you are literally disassociating from everything. You're gonna, when it comes to the alcohol, that's gonna increase just how it's flowing through your system. You're probably mixing in Viagra, which now increases the risk of heart attack. It's actually a really deadly combination. Cocaine alone has over 30,000 ODs in a year. That's not counting when you mix in all these other chemicals that can put additional stress on your heart to have a ruptured aorta, to go into cardiac arrest, or to even go into seizures. And that's the scariest thing, is because all you are focused on is this weird obsession that is the sickness and insanity of addiction. And to a lot of people, it sounds like a lot of fun, but it's not. And we will burn our lives to the ground. We will hurt everyone around us, and we don't give two fucks at all, because all we care about is escaping. We care about numbing our brain. We care about whatever's going on in here and just quieting it down. And that is the insanity of addiction, and why I share about it so much, because the addicts who know and know that this isn't a fun time, man. When you are doing lines sobbing to God, wishing that a fucking lightning bolt would strike you down because you can't get sober, and you want to get sober but you can't stop using, is the worst place in hell to be alone. And trust me, man, 7/25/17 is my sobriety date. It's one day at a time. It's finding what works for you. Inpatient treatment, outpatient treatment, therapy, therapist, medication, whatever it takes. NA, AA. There's work programs through the Salvation Army. There are tons of different rehabs out there, and different type of rehabs out there that aren't just religious based. Find what works for you, because there is no right or wrong way of getting sober. It's your way of getting sober. And a lot of times it takes a lot of different things together to help us fight through and to help us take on what's going on in here that's leading us down this pathway to addiction, that we find the only solution is to